everybody. Loomis here from Failing at Gaming. And we are back to FTL Faster Than Light. We had a run already in progress, let's check this out. Immediately noticed that we're almost dead, interesting. ZX, Miki, and Alex. Tremble, mortals, and despair. Doom has come to this world. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing? You having a good day, bro? You sneakily watching at work again? I think I'm starting to remember this run. You had the hacking system, which was pretty nice. But I was quite disappointed with how the heavy ion gun functioned. And we don't have a lot of crew, so it's not ideal, but we'll see where we go with this. Oh, there's a store over there. Probably go buy some stuff. Yeah, fair. I won't pass it along. Making a web app. Ooh, what kind of web app, if you're allowed to tell me? Yeah, let's go see what this store's got. We've got a nice collection of junk right now. Let's see if we can trade up. Public shipyard and rest stop here. Some people for hire. A drone control. We don't have any drones. What does it come with? A free combat drone? A cloaking system. Could potentially sell something for the cloaking system. I've never had one of those before. Backup battery. That's actually quite cheap. That's something to get. 2 bonus power, just when you need to fire a missile or slap on the medi machine. Extension shows some various icons and information are being visible to save space on the website, like an info box. Okay, that sounds cool. Let's see. Ooh, they put... Oh, okay, these are drones. For a second there, I thought these were guns. I think I'm going to buy that backup battery. I can still afford the drone control, but then I won't be able to do many repairs. What crew have we currently got? I'm gonna buy an NG, and I'm gonna buy some fuel. I'm probably gonna spend the rest on repairing the ship. Back to about 60% health. Welcome aboard, Phoenix. Let's see, what skills do people have? Yeah, it looks like you're gonna be gunnery. We don't currently have anybody operating the guns. So let's try out this backup battery. So it clicks on, and then we've got 30 seconds where we can activate extra things. Nice. Get to set it up so you can change it around later. Yeah, that's probably the hard part of any project, I imagine. Making it future-proof. Ooh, a rebel scout in the middle of a plasma storm. So plasma storms, everything is low power. Which gives us the advantage because we just bought a battery. Now what are we powering down to man the guns? Because you'll probably need those. Alright, let's fire on their weapons. Looks like they've got a lot of them. Although I'm not sure if most of them are online. How are they charging all of these in this kind of weather? Is that I think that's a multi-burst weapon, so we'll see how many shots they can fire from it. Oh, they've got bombs as well. Okay, that gun is 2 shots, which won't get through our shields. That's good to know. But they are teleporting bombs on board, which is less than ideal. Phoenix, think you could have fixed the oxygen? Okay, so since they can't get through our shields, we don't need engines for evasion. I'm gonna fire up the hacking system. And I guess I'm gonna target their weapons, actually. The goal is to stop them from using their bombs. Oh, their engine room is on fire. Let's keep putting shots into that. We can do some real damage to them with any luck. Yep. Their weapons are completely offline. Nice. Alright. Sadly, destroying their weapons has given them the ability to raise their shields higher. Okay, oxygen is almost below breathable levels, so we'll use the power battery to fire that up. Also, Phoenix, get back to your gunnery station. What are you doing? Shoot people. Ah man, I've just noticed. Actually, let's keep firing on the gunnery room, because I've just noticed, their entire crew went in there to fix the guns, and my hacking drone has locked the doors. They're stuck in there. We can potentially kill all their crew just by gunning into that room. Okay, that guy died in a fire. They've only got 1 crew member left. I don't know where he is, though. Ah, they're trying to escape, huh? Fire on their engines. Jump imminent. Ah, this is not going as well as I'd like. Power down the shields, bring the Artemis online. Can we destroy it before they flee? Ah, they got away. That's bad news. I was trying to capture their ship. They've only got 1 surviving crew member, so if we could have killed him, we could have captured the ship intact. Well, power down the burst laser, bring the engines online. On to the next area. I think oxygen, I burn it. As long as you burn less oxygen than the machine puts out. Maybe I should have made you a Rockman, Phoenix, so that you could be immune to fire. A rebel ship. Oh, they escaped. But hey, an NG was available. It was I could either hire an NG or hire a Mantis. I would rather have an NG. Whoop, Rebel Scout. An NG, ENGI. They're one of the alien races in here. They are... Hold on, I can't go into my thing while we're in combat. They're an alien race and nobody is sure if they're robots or cyborgs. But they're very peaceful people who are obsessed with fixing things. They're strong allies of the Federation. They seem to be very nice people. Yeah, I thought an NG would suit you. You like things ordered and you keep stuff fixed. Ooh. Yeah, let's see if we can destroy their weapons, because they've got some nasty stuff. Otherwise, the ship's really not threatening. This thing relies entirely on a devastating first burst. It's an auto ship, so anything we disable will not get fixed. There we go, their weapons are completely offline. Can't capture it, sadly. There's no crew to kill, so we'll just chew it up. Yeah, auto ships are just giant drones. Alright. Yeah, is this the first time you've caught this game, Phoenix? Basic plot is that, we're a Federation ship fleeing from a rebel fleet. The Federation is torn by civil war. The rebels are chewing through the Federation. Federation allies are scattering in fear. But we have valuable information about the rebel flagship. We've escaped from a location close to rebel territory, and we are desperately fleeing for Federation command, so we can pass on these details about the flagship and help them turn the tide. There's a rebel fleet directly behind us at all times, gunning straight for us. They can't track us directly, but they're looking for us. So as we spend more time traveling from system to system, the rebel territory in each system slowly expands as more ships arrive looking for us. So other than that, it's a roguelike. You travel to places, you try and collect good stuff, build up your ship. But the rebel fleet behind you is always the time limit. A rock-armored transport nearby looks to have lost its bearings, but when you hail, they grow suspicious. Whatever life form you are, we find you repugnant. We seek no aid. Leave now. Well, we've got a rock crew member on board, so let's let him negotiate for us. The rock grudgingly transfer control of their helm to you, and you steer them to a thinner part of the nebula. They're not sure what to think, but transfer over some supplies all the same. Let's get Miki to the medbay. She sustained some injuries at some point. Also, the oxygen's offline because we're in a plasma storm. Alright, back to your stations, everybody. Navigating the fog blind, you practically bump holes with a mantis ship. They hail you. Peh, this transgression will be overlooked. Nebula, very dangerous. Next time, humans all die. There won't be a next time. Open fire. Mantis scout, huh? Mantis are jerks. Bring systems online. They practically told us they're gonna kill people the next time that they see us. I don't see that we need to put up with that. That said, we're almost certainly gonna get boarded, and we don't have a lot of good fighters, so I probably got a little hot-headed there. This has actually got a lot of guns for a scout. I don't think that ion cannon is going to do anything to our shields, but it looks like they've got missiles and a bomb teleporter. Which is going to make our shields nigh worthless. Intruders detected. Okay, but where? Phoenix, head to door control. Lock this down. Oh, they're in the door room. That's not really good news. We don't want you anywhere near a fight. We've lost weapons. Phoenix, get the guns running. Yeah, so they're... Okay, target everything on their weapons. We've done some damage to their shields, that's good. Medibay is offline. Whoop. Intruder in the engine room. Okay, we took down their ion cannon, wonderful. Oh man, we're getting devoured here. Oh. Oh, hold breach in the extra emergency power room. So they've got an ion cannon which can't get through our shields. But their missiles and stuff completely ignore our shields. And those are chewing us up really badly, so we desperately need to take down their weapons. Ah, the guy beamed out. Oh, hold breach in the engine room. I didn't launch. I keep forgetting that I've got the hacking system. Launch a hacking drone at their weapons. Take it all offline. Okay, the missiles are disabled. It's our chance to catch up. Why aren't people... Oh, for some reason the medibay is not running. Okay, we've damaged their weapons quite a bit. It looks like they're no longer able to do any real damage. Sure don't want those coming back online, though. Alright, Alex, Phoenix, see if you can fix that hole in the hull. Miki, you repair the shields. ZX, get to the med bay. Okay, I'm gonna move the burst lasers firing at their shields now that we've got a hacking system on their guns. That'll buy us time if they bring their guns back online and we need to disable them. Okay, they've got the ion cannon online. I don't care about that. Okay, we got them. Oh, that was not a good fight. Our laser guns were pumping shots into them the whole time, so it was slowly wearing down their hull, but yeah, they did a lot of damage to us. A Federation ship is hiding in the nebula at this beacon. If we have time to make contact with them, they fade into the nebula. Attempt to follow and help them? Cannot pick anything up in this nebula. Next jump. It's worrying that the rebels have penetrated so deep into uncharted space, even if it is only an unmanned craft. It arms its weapons. You should do the same. Oh, it's got a cloaking device. Wonderful. And lots of charge guns. Oh, this is gonna shred our shields. Already got hits on the engine room. Phoenix, if you could attend to that. Oh, on the plus side, this is an auto scout, so it's not going to be repairing things. I get the... Oh, there we go, it's vanished. Oh, what? You can fire while stealthed? This thing's heavily upgraded. Alright, bring the Artemis online and fire a missile into their guns. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, that's shut down a lot of their stuff. Got some major fires on board, mind. I don't think they'll be able to get through our shields now. So we'll focus on the engines in case they try and get away. Meantime, let's bring the Medibay online. Oh crap. Well, we might be in trouble. Yeah, forget the engine room. Go to the O2 room. And vent the ship. Vent as much of the ship as necessary. Heck, man. O2 is offline while we've got fires on board. Suffocation imminent. That invaders with grenade belt. Okay. We vented oxygen from the engine room, so hopefully... Yeah, the fires are out. Phoenix the expendable. You're our best repairman. You're not expendable when we've got this much damage. Oh, the hacking room is on fire. Alex, get in there, put that out. Having a rockman on the ship is the best thing when you've got major fires burning. Like, you only really need one Rockman, but when you've got a Rockman, it's good times. Oh look, the engine room's on fire again. Unsurprising because the intervening rooms are on fire. Okay. Fire the iron cannon at their shields, and then when it hits, fire the main gun at their weapons. Disable something, please. Oh look, the hacking room's on fire again. This is the worst thing about firing in a nebula. We don't have sensor data even for inside our own ship. You can't tell where intruders are, you can't tell where you've got fires, it's a nightmare. Alright, let's get a lot of people to the med bay. Let's go watch the oxygen meter. Okay, we've got 100% oxygen. I think that means that there's no hull breaches and no fires. Stations, everybody. Stand by to jump. Really do with finding a store. I am going to upgrade the weapon systems so that we can power up the Artemis as well as everything else. Taking a battery and having that missile fire might be really important. Advanced rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small rebel space station. However, without functioning sensors, it is impossible to tell what is inside. We've got a hacking system, so try to hack the system to prevent an alert. Send a drone to hack the station, but the automated ship notices and turns to attack. Intruders detected? From an automated ship? It must be able to launch intruder drones or something. Oh wait, no. Worse. It's got a mind control system. Our pilot is now on their side. Alright, burst lasers their shields, try and take down their weapons with the heavy ion cannon. Oh, look at all the missiles they've got. This is gonna shred us. We'll launch a missile at the mind control device. Okay, mind control's offline, so at least it's that. Put a next missile into their guns. Hey Steve, how are you doing? You having a good day? Not streaming today? The emergency battery is offline. Phoenix, go fix that. We'll need that for oxygen when it gets to that point. Fire another missile at their guns. We've got to take that missile launch offline. Because that thing can kill us. It's going to go straight through our shields, and our hull is paper at the moment. Might stream later. Oh, a new logo and a new overlay. New look to match the new name, huh? Oh, there goes the oxygen. We are on 1 hit point. All weapons are already locked on there. Okay, launch the Artemis. That's about all we've got left. The Artemis missed. Wonderful. Phoenix, get the oxygen running. Intruders detected. Oh, they've somehow managed to repair the mind control system. Doesn't matter. They got a missile through our guard. One last explosion marks your fate as your ship is torn apart. Oh well. That was the warm-up, right? I started that run last week, and you know, whenever you continue an existing run, it's always doomed, right? Also, I had very little stuff in that run. I think I got quite unlucky. Still only got the 2 ships. I'll hit random ship. Okay. We're flying another Kestrel, I guess. What are we up to now? Indecency 6? My hair is almost as mad as yours. Thank you, man. It means a lot that you'd say that. Yeah, I started growing it out when I was... How old would I have been? Like 16? It's kind of a pain because it takes a lot of washing and all that stuff, but I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be me without my long hair now, you know? Plus, I like having the excuse to wear these colourful bandanas. Okay, so our ship is gonna have the dashing pilot, Steve Retro. Expert gunnery officer, Adventure Phoenix. And nobody else is in chat right now, so I don't know what to name the last person who works in the engine room. Okay, it's only a matter of time before Miki arrives. Miki can operate engines. Burzinator? Okay. Burzinator. The man, the machine, the legend. Can fix anything that's broken. Name the last person Banana. I didn't see that in time, or I probably would have done it. Alright, let's launch. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. A new feature on your stream. Tag you in your stream and I'll find it? Okay. I will look out for that. Resonator and Phoenix, you're not at the right stations. I clearly introduced you as being the other way around. Okay, the starting area has a lot of nebula, so I think we'll head for those. Because the fleet can't track us as well through them. They're practically free adventures. A black market weapons trader spins you a tale of the dangers of the nebula before pushing his wares. I don't have enough scrap to purchase a weapon, so I guess we just move on. Find 2 heavily damaged ships floating nearby, the remains of a battle. You begin to harvest some usable debris when you hear the sounds of somebody beaming aboard, followed by the shouts of a boarding party. Okay, we've got a good chunk of scrap, but yeah, we've got intruders now, apparently. Oh, intruders on the bridge! Phoenix, go save Steve Retro. Oh, wow! There's like 3 of them in the medbay. You take control of the doors, Burzinator. You know what? While the doors are locked down, I'm just gonna open every door on the ship. Enjoy breathing nothing, suckers. The oxygen system's offline because we're in the nebula. I wonder we're suffocating. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. They're freaking all over us. Yeah, if you enter a room. Okay, if we can get the medical systems working, we can make our stand in there, because the medbay will heal us while we fight. Okay, the medbay is currently the only room with air. Yes, if you open a room to vacuum, it slowly suffocates anybody in it, and it puts out any fires. Okay, I think we got them all. Wow, I honestly thought we were gonna die there. Once they took out the medbay first, I didn't think we were gonna fight those guys off. Oh man, the door control is damaged. We can't close the doors to reoxygenate the ship. Oh, never mind, this door's still sealed, so there we go. Now we can close all the doors. Oxygen's recovering to safe levels. Alright, stations everybody. Steve, let's see if you can get the drive running again. It's like they smashed up the bridge. Cool, engines back online. Back to the next nebula location. It's hard to see why, but this beacon is apparently a tourist destination. One of the ships at the small station is offering a deal. 6 fuel for 3 missiles. That is not really a bargain. 6 fuel is equal in price to 3 missiles, but I would rather have the fuel. If you run out of fuel, you're dead. If you run out of missiles, you're only probably dead. See a number of derelict ships near this beacon. After a short time, you hear the telltale sounds of a teleporter and shouts coming from within the ship. You've been boarded. Are you kidding me? We are not. This game is not being kind to us at the start of this run. We've been boarded over and over again. Get better sensors. It's because we're in a nebula. It lowers our sensors drastically. But here, I've turned up oxygen for every room except the medbay. As long as our guys are in there, they'll heal over time and the enemy won't. Okay, is that everyone? A Rockman, yeah, a Rockman or a Mantis. Those are both good in fights. Yeah, so nebulas have a lot of irritating effects like disabling your sensors and often causing low power. But you're hard to track in a nebula, so the pursuing fleet only moves half as far each time you take a turn in here. So nebulas are usually worthwhile. See, we've gotten all the way out here, and the pursuing fleets barely made it into this sector. They weren't even sure that we were here, probably, after getting no sensor readings. A rebel autonomous scout is exploring this beacon. You attempt to hide behind a nearby moon, but the ship finds you and begins its assault. Alright, bring all weapons online. Oh, they've got a hacking system. Oh, we're gonna put our missiles into their weapons, and we're gonna fire our main gun at their shields. Oh, they've disabled our shields. Never mind, we're gonna fire everything at their weapons. Because with our shields down, they will shred us. Oh no, door control is down. What a disaster. Actually, on closer inspection, their only energy weapon is an ion gun. That does 0 damage. It completely doesn't matter that they've disabled our shields. They've got no weapons that need to fire through shields. Their missile ignores shields. The ion cannon doesn't do damage. Well, fine then. So ion cannon inflicts a special kind of damage called ion damage. That lowers a system's power the same way that normal damage would do. Ion damage can't be fixed but recovers on its own over time. Basically it smashes, it shuts down the electronics. So you can use a well-timed ion shot to knock down a subsystem, but you can't destroy a ship with one. It's a support weapon. It's the I mean, functionally, yes. Electricity is very close. Yeah. Electricity and ions are pretty much the same thing. You're firing a high burst of energy to fry electronics. And it tasers a ship much like it would taser a person. You arrive in a system and immediately discover a pirate ship nearby. Strangely, scans indicate there are no life forms aboard. You salvage anything useful, but find no clue as to the whereabouts of the former crew. Finally, some good scrap. A distress beacon. Follow this distress beacon to a tiny asteroid belt. You find a small ship struggling to maneuver through the field. Hail them? Help! Our shields are down and we won't last long. We don't have much to help them with. Try to shield their ship with yours. Despite your best efforts, the civilian ship breaks apart from the constant barrage. You're barely able to break out of the asteroid field yourself. The ship sustains some damage in the process. So we got some scrap from the civilians we were trying to rescue. Oh, I've just realized we're stuck in this corner. We can't actually get to the exit from here. We've got time though. But our shields got battered and the civilians didn't survive. Especially well-armed pirate ship approaches you. Hand over one of your crew members, and the rest of you can go free unharmed. I'll never surrender one of our crew to slavers. Does that sound like something Adventure Phoenix or Steve Retro would ever do? Not a chance. Alright, let's see if we can take down their shields, and we'll put a missile into their guns. Oh, hold on. What have they got there? Is that a... Okay, that's an anti-combat drone. It's not an anti-missile drone. Oh, nice shot, Phoenix. Their guns are completely down. And their shields are wrecked, too. We surrender. Take one of our slaves as tribute. If you destroy us, they'll all die anyway. Accepted. We'll rescue a slave. Welcome aboard, banana. Finally, the comedy sidekick we've been hoping for. No. If we had a teleporter or a boarding drone or something, maybe. But as it stands, we've got no way of getting on board their ship. We've got no boarding systems. A distress call. Oh, I don't think we can answer that. Hold on, can we get... No. No, we can't get there. I figure we've got 3 turns to make it to the exit. So we can explore this system and then we've got a gun for it. A rebel ship is guarding this beacon. You order a pursuit course and prepare to scratch up one more. Alright, Artemis on their guns. And lock lasers on their shields. Oh, they've got a... They've got a teleporter. Okay, lock the laser on their teleporter then. Let's trap this guy on our ship. Burzonator is badly wounded. Okay, bring the burst laser back online. Lock onto their guns. Whoop. Seems like they've got a lot of crew, which I guess makes sense for a ship that does boarding actions. Please don't kill us. We'll give you everything we have. That is a lot of... They've got an augment there? That's worth a ton. We accept your bribe, rebel fighter. Although we shouldn't, because you're probably going to report our location to the fleet and they're going to catch up with us faster. Reconstructive teleport. Crew gets fully healed by teleportation. We don't actually have a teleporter, so that's currently no use to us, but... we might get a teleporter, and B, we can sell it for probably a lot. Probably gonna sell it. I've never experimented with boarding other ships, but I feel like you'd need you'd need a big crew, and B, you'd probably want a lot of Mantis and Rockmen, which we've got neither of right now. Ship with conspicuous pirate markings is orbiting a nearby moon, broadcasting a simple message claiming to have equipment available for sale. Got a little bit of scrap. Hail the ship. Yes, we have an extensive stock. Come aboard and see our wares. We'll dock with them, because I feel like we can probably win a fight. Welcome to my ship. We specialize in drones of all kinds. Can I interest you in any? 5 drone parts for 25 scrap. That is a discount from what most people would sell them at, but it's not a great discount. And we don't have anything that uses drone parts right now. Buy a drone schematic. System repair drone for 33 scrap. Again, it's a good deal. But we don't have a drone control, so we're not going to be able to use the system repair drone once we get it. We're probably not going to be able to sell it for more than 33 scrap. And it's not a... even if we do get a drone control system, it's not one of the more useful drones. Don't do unprotected docking with strange ships. I was like figuring there was a pretty good chance they were going to board us there, yeah. But our guys have got a lot of experience in boarding actions now, so I figured we could survive even if that went through. Find nothing. Ah, I'm sorry to hear that. Pleasant journeys. Once back to the helm, a series of explosions rock your ship. The pirate ship has powered its weapons. You shouldn't waste people's time, Captain. Oh, yep, so it was a trap. That's fine by me. We're gonna capture your ship. We're gonna destroy your ship now and harvest it for scrap. We're gonna make a profit on this. Open just about everywhere to vacuum because we've got fires all over the ship. Also, we've got a hull breach in the engine room, so let's get everybody over there to fix that as quickly as we can. If the engines go dead, we're in trouble. Fortunately, none of the fires were important areas, so we're doing pretty good. Oh, good. The oxygen room has been just taking a direct hit after I vented half the ship. Thank you. Well, they don't have a lot of shields. So I think we're just going to keep focusing on their weapons. They've got some sort of teleporting bomb that we don't want coming through. Well, their weapons are completely destroyed now, until they fix them. So okay, next shot into their shields. And then into their weapons again. Oh, trying to escape, are we? Not on my watch. Lock missiles on their engines. And we missed. Oh, never mind. They exploded on their own. They must have been on fire or something. Okay, we got a bit of scrap out of that. Okay, the Federation are going to be on the exit beacon next turn, so we need to jump now. We've got our choice of abandoned sectors. We'll take the top one, I guess. The war tore through this civilian sector, and just recently even the few lifelines that remained have begun blinking out. Rumors suggest the Lanius are responsible. The Lanius? I've never met them before. Well, there's a distress beacon. Let's go see what they've got to say. The Mantis ship in this system looks like its distress beacon is malfunctioning, likely due to the Lanius mining their hull and subsystems. It doesn't look like the Mantis ship will last much longer. Attack the Lanius ship or leave the Mantis to their fate. We're gonna engage the Lanius. I don't know who they are, but we're not gonna leave the Mantis to them. The Mantis are jerks, but the little bit I know about these guys suggests that they're worse. Okay, they've got a clone lab. And a hacking system. Otherwise, not much fancy. Put a missile into their guns and we'll fire on their shields. Space is full of violence, yeah. Okay, they've disabled our medbay. That's not a huge problem. Direct hit on our shields, that's worse. Well, the largest space nation is in the middle of a massive civil war, so yeah, there's some violence splashing around. Oh, we've got a hull breach in the engine room. Okay, well, we've disabled their weapons and we've badly damaged their shields. We should win this. Ship explodes, leaving behind a collection of useful scrap material, including an anti-personnel drone. Mantis ship has sustained too much damage, there are no survivors. Gather what resources you can from the wreckage. Well, we got a lot of scrap out of that, at least. Yeah, so the Federation was the largest nation going around. And it was closely allied with a lot of the peaceful nations. The Zoltan and the NG. So there was a lot of peace because there was no easy prey for the hostile nations. Now that the Federation's gone into civil war, they're not helping anybody right now, so the Mantis are chewing up the NG and the Zoltan. And apparently these guys are just eating isolated systems. It's a bad time for everybody. Small platform orbits near this beacon. It looks like a fueling station of some sort, and it's cheerfully broadcasting reasonable prices and a spectrum of frequencies and languages. Sure, let's dock. Welcomes you into one of your berths, and as you hail them, there's an explosion from your engine room. While assessing the damage, you detect a pirate ship closing fast. Yeah, I'm gonna give up on docking with things. It clearly doesn't work out for me. And clearly being too trusting. But a lot of these encounters are new to me, because I've never been to one of these abandoned sectors before, so I kind of want to see what happens, you know? Whoop. Stay hydrated. Keep yourselves refueled, everybody. What I'm finding in this game is that helping people usually pays off. But if a thing looks dangerous, it probably is dangerous. Two valuable life lessons. We found a second reconstructive teleport. We still don't have a teleporter. But if we ever find a real store, we can sell both of them. Okay, for lots of scrap. Might be getting your hands on Greedfall soon. I don't think I really know that one. Our hull is battered. And we don't see a store nearby. I am gonna upgrade our shields. Oh, we've got a lot of scrap. We can actually upgrade our shields a whole bunch. Although we'll have a hard time powering them, but well, we've got a lot of spare scrap and we're having trouble with our health bar. Let's pump everything into shields. Came out 12 days ago. Is it a roguelike? I recognize the name. I feel like you guys have told me about it before, but I can't place it. A merchant ship is docked with a Lanius transport. You message them to see if they need any help. Turns out they've been studying the Lanius' ability to reshape metal. Inquire about the process? I haven't the foggiest idea how it works. They appear to meld part of their bodies into the metal and reshape it. They've been willing to demonstrate their ability if you have some extra metal you'd like converting into something. Ah, dang it. I just spent all of our scrap. I could have gotten a weapon or an augment. Oh well. Oh, and now there's a store. Yes, wonderful. Thanks for that, game. Dragon Age Colonization Simulator. Sabers and pistols and witchcraft. Sounds cool. So is it like a turn-based strategy game then? When you say Dragon Age, do you mean it's an RPG like Dragon Age, or it's a Dragon Age like setting? Real time but can be paused for... Oh, okay, I get you now. So it is like an RPG kind of thing. There are remnants of a fierce battle here. Scattered among the hulks are small Lanius craft, slowly breaking apart the wrecks. One of the ships is close enough that you could probably attack it without immediately alerting the others. We're going after it. We need some scrap so that we can repair our hull. So hopefully we can take these guys by surprise. Need to shred their weapons though. Oh no, they've locked down our door controls. Which has locked every door on the ship. Yeah, wonderful. But whatever. Okay, all their weapons are offline. You receive a one-word message from the enemy. Surrender. You assume they're asking to surrender rather than demanding your surrender. Okay, we'll take your 14 scrap. And spare your lives. From this location we can still jump to the store. Another Lanius scout. Picked up a Lanius vessel drifting in this sector. There's no damage to the hull and it appears to be powered down. Scan the ship for life forms? Scan frequencies awaken the Lanius crew from hibernation and they're hungry for raw materials. Okay, so we still don't know anything about the Lanius as a people, but it appears that they just go around eating scrap ships. They're like metal people? Well, fire everything at their guns. We don't want to take a torpedo hit right now. Fortunately, I don't think their energy weapon will do much to us. So we've got way more shields than they can handle. Oh, Phoenix, get the O2 running. Dialogue choices, 2 companions, friends, foes, and romances. Sounds good. Your comms crew receives a video feed of the enemy's ship, waving small, makeshift white flags. It appears they have taken research about your culture's customs quite literally. I'll accept their offer. Okay, so this requires a lot more power than our other gun. Does a little bit more damage. This new missile sucks. It charges slower, it requires 3 times as much energy to run. The only thing it does better is that it's got it does 3 damage instead of 2. We're selling that at the next shop. Thank you for the scrap, sirs. Trample this new line that scavengers under your definitely not European boot, or be a diplomat and seek understanding and cooperation. Oh, sorry, I misread that. Understanding and cooperation. Yes, corporations, that makes more sense. Do some trading. This beacon is bustling with activity. It looks like some merchants decided to capitalize on the fact that dozens of refugee ships are using this location to recharge their FTL drives. You browse their wares. Oh, these things are the ones that breathe in space. We get a drone control, or we can just sell our drone. I'm going to sell these drones and this Hermes and see if we can buy lots and lots of crew. Okay, so we've got a Slugman and... we've got a Slug and a Lanius. I've never had either of them on board before, so I'm going to buy one of each. The Lanius. These anaerobic beings seem friendly enough. Drains oxygen from rooms. Slow movement, but no damage from lack of oxygen. These telepathic slugs were shunned in the Galactic Federation for their constant thievery and attempts at manipulation. Telepathic powers reveal rooms and life forms even when sensors are down. Immune to mind control. Welcome aboard. And we'll spend the rest of the money fixing as much of the hull as possible. I'm gonna put this guy in charge of doors. Because then if we need to vent as much of the ship as possible, he can maintain the door room. Even if we have to vent the door room itself. And we'll put this guy in charge of cameras, because his natural ability runs the same way as cameras, so if cameras are taken down, he's still doing something. We've now got every active station manned. That's pretty sweet. What are we naming these guys? Stay Healthy Bot and Nightbot. No, let's name them after some of our regulars. In fact, the metalhead can be Narellan. He'd like that, I'm sure. The Slug Girl can be Miki. Chaos? Yeah, maybe the next one I'll name Chaos. Okay, the Federation have almost caught up with it. It's time we started moving. A rebel ship hails you. Federation scum! We've waited a long time for this! Alright, lock the Artemis on their weapons. Fire the burst laser into their shields. We've got a good crew here. We'll destroy them. Okay, the O2's down. Oh, okay, so Miki's telepathy lets us know where their crew is, even when we can't scan their ship. I thought that was just going to be an our ship thing, but apparently it's anywhere. I got a lot of missiles, that's not ideal. Fire the next volley into their guns, see if we can take the missiles down. Alright, get the cameras back up and running, Miki. Oh. We've got a fire in the adjoining hatchway. Let's go ahead and vent that to oxygen. Because Narellan sure doesn't care. Oxygen's down. And we've got a fire. Having a fire in the oxygen room is the worst frickin' thing. Close all doors, please. Okay, thanks for hanging out, Steve. Hope you have a good day. If you're streaming later, I'll check you out. Power up the med bay, please. It's kind of worrying to have a room that's constantly got no oxygen because this guy poisons the atmosphere. It's not really an issue, it's just... it's off-putting, you know? An image of some weak and hungry humans comes onto your screen. Those metal scum think they can just absorb half our engines and leave us here to die? I hope you understand the need to take your ship by force. Intruders on board. Why are they able to get through our doors? Shouldn't they be on lockdown? I guess it's because he's fighting rather than... Well, we're gonna vent the door room to the outside, I guess. And we'll get you guys in here. Where you can hold out, hopefully. Oh yeah, power the medbay. Well, if you can force a fight in the medbay, then a boarding action is not a problem. Alright, stations, everybody. Might be worth... Well, we could really do with a good chunk of scrap. To do some upgrades, but even though I've just said that, I'm gonna go to the store for the sole purpose of repairing our hull. Receive a message from a nearby station. The end is upon us. The metal demons have come to absorb your very being. But it's not too late to prepare for the worst. It appears that was an advertisement for a space dog. You scan their products. Really wouldn't mind some better weapons, but we're broke. I'm just gonna spend all of that on repairing the hull. A pirate ship appears to be threatening a small refugee ship near the beacon. Upon seeing you jump in, it turns to approach. The civilian wastes no time and jumps away. That appears to harden the pirate's resolve. Alright, put some missiles under their guns. And we'll pump the burst laser into their shields. Or maybe we'll try and take their oxygen offline. Never captured a ship intact, that would be a fun thing to do. Their weapons are down. I don't think we're going to be able to destroy that. I think this ship's not durable enough for us to capture it alive. We're going to get the oxygen working more often than we can take it down without blowing their ship up. They're surrendering? Yeah, that's good stuff. We'll accept their surrender. Yeah, we better jump to here before the rebels arrive. You spot a small rebel ship nearby. It seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat. It does not seem to want to engage you and your ship. Demand the surrender of their goods. They look like they don't want to fight, they're trying to escape. Alright, put the Artemis and fire everything into their engines so they can't get away. See what they're carrying. If we can force them to surrender, maybe. Alright, put the burst laser into their guns. If it looks like they're getting the engines online, we'll launch another Artemis. Aha! Drive room's offline, they're not going anywhere. Search the ship and discover its cargo was new military-grade weaponry. It was somehow undamaged in the fight and could be easily mounted on the ship. Nice chunk of scrap, too. Let's go put out that fire and we'll move on. So let's see. Firebomb. Damage crew members and light fires. That's potentially quite useful for capturing ships. You wanna, like, close the doors, guys? Maybe this is our chance to try it. In any case, we need to get to the exit beacon for now. Look like a military vessel. We're trying to get back to our homes alive. I'm an engineer by trade and could try to improve your reactor if you have any extra supplies. Heck yes, that's really what I need right now. 3 levels of shields. Next sector, NG controlled or Mantis controlled? I'm gonna go to Mantis controlled. The NG sectors are normally nicer, but I think I got a ship from completing the NG sector, and I don't have a Mantis ship, so you know, maybe we can do that. Maybe we can get something good from here. Plus we need to focus on our weaponry, and where better to do it than amongst the most aggressive race known. Surviving crew, beam on board. A lot of people are getting real good in the fight, haven't we? Okay, that was pretty simple. Back to your stations, everybody. Mantis vessel flashes past your view screen, weapons and engines at full. Tiny blip on the sensor readout marks its quarry. Aid the civilian ship. You frown, power up the weapons, and prepare to engage the Mantis ship. Not today. First laser their shields, fire a missile into their gunnery. Intruder in the camera room. Actually, fire the burst laser into their teleporter. Stop them from beaming this guy back to safety. Uh-oh. Noelan, you want to go fix the O2 real quick, maybe? Looks like they're, Ooh, okay. Miki, get back there. We are gonna start some fires. We've set their teleport on fire. They've only got 2 crew members left. We're gonna set fire to their O2 room. Bring the Artemis online and pump it into their guns. Uh-oh. Get some wounded people to medbay. What? Oh, we're out of missiles. Oops. I wasn't keeping track of that. Well, that's real bad. There's big problems. Stations, everybody. That burst laser focused on their guns, even though it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Noelan, go put out that fire. Since, you know, you can take the oxygen out of the room. Oh. And a ship breaks apart. Attempt to contact the civilian ship? It's a good thing you came by when you did. We'd be dead now otherwise. I'm a shipwright, and I'd like to help you like you helped me. So install a piece of equipment on your ship, a halberd beam. That's a pretty sweet deal. Almost everybody on the ship is injured. We've got like no health, but there's a store, so we can go fix some stuff. Halberd beam. 17 seconds, 2 damage per room hit. And this one strafes rooms, I believe. So that's going to be real good if we can get it running. Drones, nothing exciting there. Some upgrades. There is a drone control system. If we sell one of the Artemis alone won't be enough. I think I'm just gonna fix everything. Buy some missiles. If we can find any enemy ships. Yeah, before he installs a bomb. If we can find, we've got a lot of shields. If we can find any ships that mostly use lasers, they'll have a hard time damaging us. And our firebomb will let us capture their ships easily, in theory. So we've got a good mix of things here. Problem is we need to upgrade our weapon systems so that we can actually fire all this stuff. Mantis ship hunting civilians. Let's engage. All of these seem to... Everybody we're encountering seems to have lots and lots of missiles, though. Intruder on board. The camera room. Bring the Artemis online and fire our one missile into their weapons. Whole breach in the oxygen room. Valen, if you could handle that real quick, that'd be sweet. Okay. The teleport is offline, the guns are offline. O2's back, nice. Swap you out, so we've got somebody handling shields and we've got cameras back on. We keep disabling their O2, but really they're gonna be destroyed before we can actually take it down, so let's just hit their weapons. And take the civilian ship. They did not survive the assault. You take what you can from their remains. Alright, next system. Pick up a distress call from a civilian ship. It's being chased by a Mantis ship. These are all refugees from rebel-held sectors fleeing for Federation HQ. Getting ganked by the Mantis at every opportunity. Hard times. Okay. Yeah, bring the firebombs online. They're gonna have a hard time getting through our shields. I'm gonna try and capture this ship. They've got no med bay, no teleporter. All we have to do is keep setting... We've got 3 missiles. If we keep setting that O2 room on fire... Oh, I thought I cancelled that fire. Oh well. Alright, keep pulling shots into the O2 room. My goal is to kill their crew members. Maybe we should just be firing at the room that their injured crew members are in. No, they're starting to run out of air. I think this is our best bet. Oh, come on. Oh, no. It's not gonna work out. They're resupplying the systems too well. They've got the O2 back online and we're just not hitting it. If we had more missiles, this would be an easy capture, but as it is, we've got nothing. Our next volley will destroy them. On the plus side, Retro is now an expert pilot, and Phoenix an expert gunner. If we ever hit them again. Oh, right, if the burst laser's not an automatic for some reason, which is why we're not firing. Give our shield guy some time to practice. The dodge guy too, I guess. The Verzinator also doing well. Okay, in theory we can now power the burst laser and the halberd beam side by side for devastating damage. Mantis Military Scout. Okay, all they've got is an ion cannon and a missile launcher, so I'm just gonna pour everything into their gunnery and also their teleporter. Oh, get out of there, Miki. Door control is disabled. Wonderful. Yeah, and they got their teleporter running, so... rough times all around. They managed to beam their guy out. They don't have a medibay though, so he's not going to be coming back on board. Unless they send somebody else. I thought I put you guys on automatic fire. Why are you not shooting things? Phoenix, Retro, got an intruder for you to deal with. Could you guys hit a target, please? Who's in charge of gunnery? Oh right, it's an automatic because Phoenix is dealing with an emergency. Oh, Phoenix. Need to get you to the med bay. Engine's failing. Miki, go tend to that. Fire the burst laser at their shields, and then the halberd beam through their weapons. There we go. Finally, we did some damage. I mean, I've had fights go better. Let's go injured people to the med bay. Alright, back to your stations, everyone. Retro, why would you walk through the room with no air to get back to your stations? Rebel Invader. I don't know what that weapon is. Is it a bomb? Or is it a laser? If it's a laser, this might be an easy ship to capture. Ion pulse. Oh wait, is that coming from the moon? Oh, that's a flat cannon. We've got problems. Okay, their shields are down as well, though. No, you're a hostile vessel, also you're already dead. I'm gonna take what you've got. We got missiles instead of drone parts, nice. That was worth my time. So ion moons just randomly take off all kinds, just randomly disable all kinds of equipment. By the looks of it. Alright, back to your stations, everybody. Let's get out of here. Unmanned ship. Auto hacker. Powers up its FTL drive. Bring the Artemis online. We gotta destroy its engines. Our shields are still disabled from that ion burst? Never mind. They're back. There goes all of our guns. This might be bad. If that ship manages to jump... Okay. We've disabled their FTL. There's a lot of ion fire they're hurling around. Hey, look! Our evasion crews have reached max level. The halberd beam online. Take out their weapons and their hacking. can. Does the halberd beam not do damage to shields, or what? Bring the Artemis online. Ah! Just fire something! Fleet pursuit doubled for one jump. Oh, wow. Let's run for the exit then. We're done here. Free system repair drone. Good. Maybe we can sell that for some useful scrap. Oh. I think I'm gonna sell the firebomb. It's not working out for me. Zoltan Homeworlds. Okay, yeah, we'll go there. Zoltan are usually friendly. We could do with some help right now. Lots of nebula as well, which is probably a good thing. Something strikes you as odd about a moon in a distance. Check it out. Habitation on the surface, but nothing particularly interesting. Okay. Oh, there's a store there. I'll check out one location, and we're gonna try and get some scrap together, and then we're gonna go to the store. Pirate ship. What have we got? Combat drones. Lots of energy weapons. Nothing amazing though. Oh, boarding drones. Bad news. Okay. Good news is we got some damage onto their, onto a lot of their things, really. So we'll use the burst laser to keep their shields down, and the halberd laser to disable all their offensive systems. That's the idea, anyway. You win. Here's some equipment from our stores. Thank you. Prepare to accept your surrender. Alright, let's get you guys to medbay. Well, fixes up that hull breach. This is dicey, but we're going to go to this other location before we hit the store. We want a lot of scrap for repairs. This is our Zoltan Peace Envoy. We carry no weapons or shielding, and rely on the mercy of others to communicate our message. Hear them out? Talk about peace and harmony, but it's either beyond my simple mind or it's all nonsense. Please spread our word. Once you have, contact our brethren. Quest marker. We might be able to get that. Maybe. We'll go there if we can. Some hidden mantis traders. We can hire a Zoltan. Those are really useful. Well, in theory we can hire a Zoltan. In practice we don't have a lot of money. Sell that firebomb. Hmm. Having a Zoltan on board would be really useful, but I don't think we can really afford it. Especially when we've already got a large crew. Heavy laser... One charge does the good damage. Well, it requires a small amount of power, which is nice. Chain laser. Iron damage increases each time it fires up to a maximum of 4. 3 power, but it does 4 iron damage. That damages enemy shields a lot, but eh. Glaive beam. You want to take out some ships in a single blast. Oh. 3 damage per room hit, and this is a stretch one, like the halberd beam. A lot of charge time on it, mind. Tempting to sell the halberd beam for the more powerful glaive beam. We wouldn't get any repairs done, though. I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna sell the Artemis for scrap to repair as well. Oh, I don't have enough weapon power. And I need to upgrade my weapons before I can actually win any other fights. I may have gotten a little carried away there. Eerily quiet. Secure the fuel supply? Oh. Oh wait, no, because it's a low power sector, they can't run those massive shields that they have. The burst laser at their weapons. I don't like this Gatling gun they've got, though. Oh, it's a charge shot weapon. That's not so dangerous. What kind of explosives have they got? They've got just regular missiles. That's less good. Okay, we kind of need them. We can't fire the glaive beam at all. We kind of need them to have their weapons winning so we can actually hit their shields. If they bring full power on their shields, we can't damage them. Okay, we've knocked their shields offline. They're powering up their FTL. Let's see if we can get their engines. The FTL delayed. Okay, target the steering controls next. Oh, banana, get to the medbay. And Noelon, get the oxygen running. Why are you not firing the burst laser? We're gonna blow! I mean, so are they. They've got major fires on board, but... Okay, we got a little bit of fuel and some scrap. There's a store there that we'll need to try and get to, I think. Get the oxygen running, please. Get the oxygen running, please. We desperately need to upgrade a lot of things before we can do anything. Automated Rebel Scout. Yeah, buying the Glaive Beam was a mistake. I think I've killed us. I was expecting it to be easier to get it running than it's turning out to be. I can't run that at all. Okay, target the Glaive Beam on the drone control and the gunnery before they murder us. That's a whole breach. Okay, their drone's down, but their missile is still running. And then the next shot is probably going to kill us. Engines are down. Got no evasion. Forget that whole breach. Get the engines back up. Get those engines up! Well, there we go. And that was 100% my fault, and I know it. I made some bad choices there. How is it when I hit the random ship, it always gives me the Castrol? Fine, Indecency 7 it is. Actually, no, we want the pilot to be retro. Let's try this again then. Loyalist settlement offering supplies. Nice. Abandoned space station. Storage vessel for military goods. Okay, I'm gonna try and catch that. Of course, it's got a stealth device, why wouldn't it? No shields though. All I gotta do is destroy their weapons and there's nothing to worry about. I'm not even gonna fire a missile at this. The regular guns should take care of their weapons. There we go. They're done for. We've got a fire mind, but they're done for. That's the important thing. There we go. Decent start. There's nothing on the station though. There's a star there. Let's get a couple of systems and see if we can make it that way. A pulsating star. Little ship moves into attack. Okay, so we're going to be facing ion blasts here. Put the Artemis on their guns and fire the laser at their shields. Looks like they've got a flak weapon, which is going to be horrific. Shields are offline, but fortunately they can't hit the broadside of a barn, is what I'm seeing here. Oh, Miki, get the oxygen running. Okay, their weapons are down. We can focus on their shields, which are still while they're still disabled from the ion. Target their helm. See if you can get the guns running. We surrender. Oh, that's actually a pretty good offer. We will spare you this time. I don't think we can make it to that store. Never mind, there'll be other stores. Attempt to download the data stores or don't risk activating it. Let's steal the data. Map has been updated. And we got the scrap. Oh look, we've now identified a store ahead. Let's get to this distress signal. Send the crew to help. No, giant alien spiders are no joke. For how long you've beaten them back. Filled with your success, enough your reward. Nice. Being attacked by pirates. Up your weapons and attack the pirate ship. It's an odd ship. Is that Zoltan? That's Zoltan. Got a burst weapon and whatever that is. I hope that's not a flak weapon. It looks like it might be a small size flak weapon. Okay, it's a beam laser. Arguably worse. We can power up the Artemis for what little it'll matter. Second that super shield is gone, I need that hit on their gunnery. There we go. Target their gun. I do not want to hit from that flak weapon. That's from the flak, from the beam weapon. That thing is deadly. Okay, our next shot should kill though. Hey, they repaired our hull. That was nice of them. We'll attack the rebels. Burst lasers on their shields. What kind of weapon is this? Is it a burst weapon? Is that a plasma weapon? Is that an ion weapon? If so, it's not going to do much to us. It looks like they can't get through our shields in any case, so this is perfect opportunity to practice some gunnery. We'll target their O2 as best we can. Maybe we can force them to abandon ship. I wouldn't be optimistic though. Okay, let's see what we captured. Collect what little scrap remains. They already made their delivery to the civilians. We'll leave the civilians alone. Okay, we've got a store. Buy a hacking system. Ooh, a weapon pre-igniter. I'm not going to be able to afford that, mind. We can buy some crew. I'm going to buy a hacking system, I think. Fix as much as we can, buy a little fuel, and we'll move on. Okay, got a couple of nebulas to hide in. Hopefully should buy us time. Rebel ship. Well, usual strategy. Missile their weapons, laser their shields. These guys aren't any real threat, no need to waste a hacking drone on them. Some scrap. Yeah, jumps this other nebula, and from there we'll fleet for the exit. Another scout. shut down its engines as quickly as we can. There we go. More scrap, which is one more power, which will let us power our hacking system. Nice. Let's get to the exit. Identified ship is badly damaged and is still being assaulted by a space pirate. The victim begins a distress message until the pirate cuts in after to split the bounty if you sit tight. Accept the bribe or try to be a hero. I will try to be a hero. Drain their shields just before the burst laser fires. Doing it too early. Reject the offer and continue your assault. Don't negotiate with pirates. Nikki, take over the shields for a minute while we put out this fire. Go to examine the ship you just saved. A hull breach deprives the crew of oxygen. During a fight with the pirate, you salvage what you can. Oops. That was in the wrong order. Okay, next sector time. Civilian or Zoltan? Let's go Zoltan. I'd like to hire a Zoltan crew member, please. They are the best. The Zoltan patrol their borders, but let you pass when you ID as Federation. Let's hope they won't be so courteous to the rebels. Okay, we're gonna hit these nebula locations and then try out that store, I think. Depending on how much scrap we get, I suppose. Try and secure the fuel supply. It's pretty much never managed to capture these in one piece, so I don't like our odds. While their weapons are down, let's transfer power from shields to oxygen. Alright, our next shot into their engines. A little bit of fuel, a little bit of scrap. Back to your stations, everybody. here? We don't really have anything to sell either, so I don't think it's worth wasting fuel going to that store. We won't even be able to hire a crew member, I wouldn't think. Let's go here, this gives us a lot of locations to jump to. A refugee ship. Hail them? Missiles for drone parts? I'm sorry. We don't have much use for drone parts. Got a lot of use for missiles. Guys, I'm going to take a very quick break. I'll be right back with you. I'll only be a moment. Alright, here we go again. I miss my metal, man. I never got to upgrade the O2, which was one of my plans for him. Okay, well, this gives us access to a lot of stars. Let's jump over here and see what we can find. A Zoltan ship makes contact. The nature of the day is rotational. The fever is emaciated. The reason is they've caught some nasty deep space dementia. Before you can consider finding help for them, they open fire. Okay. Put some shots into them. We've got one of their shields, so that shuts down things that... Can a hacking drone go through their shields? Super shields prevent hacking, okay. Not much you can do against super shields except just fire. Doesn't look like they're doing much to us either, mind. Oh, their shields are completely down. Let's go for their guns. Don't think we even need to deploy a drone against them. Too bad they're all crazy and we can't spare them. Seems like they're not willing to surrender. Guess we got some useful scrap. A distress beacon. Let's check that out. Service of a moon. Going out to service to investigate? Bringing back up to the ship. Once back in orbit, the man turns increasingly violent. Eventually he turns on your crew and manages to kill one before you can subdue him. Retro is gone. Ah man, we rescued a guy and he murdered Steve Retro, ace pilot. That's really bad. Well, we're in trouble now. Miki, you're the new pilot. This is a two-man ship now. I mean, nobody to operate gunnery or shields. All we've got is the essentials, piloting and engines. I think we've not encountered any Mantis lately, because we will not survive a boarding action right now. Zoltan freighter. The Mantis, they're here, please! Oh no. That's why we don't take risks. But it was a distress call, ZX! They needed our help! I'm sorry, but I can't turn my back on people in need. Retro would have understood this. How you doing, ZX? Having a good day? It wasn't even a colony, it was one man. But the reason we're trying to save the Federation is because the Federation helps everyone, right? We can't turn our back on those Federation morals to save the... We can't betray the Federation to save the Federation. We've got to stay true to our helpful nature. Even at the cost of our own lives. Can upgrade the med bay? Would that have saved the guy? Suppose that makes sense. We don't know who you are and we don't care, but this is the right place for some ship repair. Sure. Sounds good. Medbay helps a lot with illness-related events. I guess that makes sense. Uh-oh. Set as alt-hand guard. Well, it doesn't matter where we fire. We just need to get through those green shields. Disable that and bring the full shields online. Not gonna be firing the Artemis anyway. That makes sense. I've been finding that that upgrading the med bay by its... Well, I've never actually upgraded a med bay. I feel like on its own it wouldn't do much, but it makes sense that it helps a lot with random events. It's maybe useful for that. You think a ship guarding a asteroid field would have slightly more shields, right? Store. I have no money though. Auto scout. The shields fire at their weapons, and Phoenix, if you could get the oxygen running, that would be super. Into the piloting. So yeah, how are you doing today, ZX? Hope you're doing well. Some scrap. Let's see what the store has in store before we upgrade the reactor. Intruders on board. Oh, well, now we're in trouble. Quick. Take control of the doors. Yeah, take control of the doors and empty the ship. Well, actually, we kind of want to trap those, though. Burst laser... on the transporter. Trap those crew members on board, or they'll suffocate. An NGC win. Fun ride with fire drone. Nice. firing at their weapons, I think, since we can't get to the shield room right now. Okay. We're gonna fight them in the medibay. Shot their own crew. Well, I mean, to be fair... No, I blew up their ship without even paying attention. I think they teleported, like, their entire crew on board. Their ship was probably being piloted by AI or something. To be fair, it does say Zoltan care nothing about individual lives. They don't care if they gun down their own crew members if it wins them the battle. We've got a bit of scrap, maybe we can buy a new crew member. Let's see. I don't like our odds of messing around before we go to the store. Mantis crew. A slugman named Huds. Nice. Two Rock ditched their hopeless ship. That's on... Let's see, the hang room's on fire on O2 by boarding your ship. I mean, that makes sense. It's what I'd do. What do we want on board? An NG or a Rockman? I wish I could afford both. We've not got a lot going for us right now. We're gonna get a Rockman just because they'll be decent if we get boarded, whereas an NG will do nothing. Boarding is gonna be a problem with our tiny crew. Congratulations, Zedix, you're now a gunnery officer. Also, you're a rock lady, apparently. Assuming they operate by the same naming conventions that we do. And I suppose, assuming they have the same genders that we do. What do I know? Ship. Okay. Defense drones. We're not going to be using our missiles. Let's get full evasion going. And see if we can get some damage. Probably on the... Yeah, we're going to target their shields. Is that just... Does the hacking drone count as a projectile? Time to find out. It does! Good to know. Not doing much with that either. Where have we lost? Shields, apparently. Wait, is that defense... Oh, that's gonna start hitting our... That's gonna fire on our burst laser as well, isn't it? There we go, we've disabled it temporarily. And now we've got hacking on their shields for if they're ever not knocked offline by the ion. Intruder drone also gets shot down. I guess that makes sense. I mean, they're functionally missiles. Show us your honor. Fine. I'll let you live this time. Excuse me? I thought I clicked the closed door button. Let's get out of here before we start losing oxygen. I wish I had enough scrap to recruit some of these guys, but nothing going. Not the greatest run I've ever had, although at least we've got an early hacking system. Let's go to the Zoltan homeworlds. Yeah, let's plow through this nebula and see what happens. The tension is almost palpable. Mantis ship. I saw movement over here, so let's just vent all this. Too bad we don't know exactly where they are. Okay, the Artemis is fired. Let's bring this online and target their shields. Stay there, otherwise we'll have problems. But if we can oxygenate this path while they're heading for the engine room, we can maybe send some reinforcements. No, it looks like they've beamed back. Nice. On we go. rebels. No drone, is it? Just a regular combat drone? Oh, what about their weapon systems? Hacking control. And just fire the burst laser. Never mind the hacking. Okay. Disable the shield and then fire the burst laser into the shield to take them down. The burst laser was charged. Oh, oops. Okay, just get the shields back up for now. Yeah, I kind of zoned out for this fight and it did not go well for me. Pro tip, do not doze off mid-battle. Escape? Not a chance. We've got you on the ropes. Wait, what? Oh, there was no oxygen on the bridge. Why are you so slow, Rockman? How much of the ship is still on fire, do you think? Probably none of it, considering we ran out of air. Still a hull breach in here? Or did we fix that? Okay. This is what happens when I play this game while kind of sleepy. Rebels. Yeah, fire everything at their weapons, please. Just pour those shots in. Flat gun. Suddenly there is hope. Charges faster, doesn't cause fires. Cool. Neglecting my engines again, I think, is probably part of the problem. I keep forgetting that they're worth upgrading. Target their weapons with everything and fire. Ah, come on, we blew up after we destroyed their weapons. Alright, the Taurus. It's been a while since I've played this one. Cloaking prevents enemies from charging their weapons. What? Why would it prevent them from charging their weapons? Firing on you, sure, but surely they know that there's... Why would their weapons be affected by you being cloaked? Increases base evasion by 60. So is that if a missile's already in the air, your evasion goes up? Mantis War Camp only a few jumps from us. We'll see what we can do. You can just give us a count on their numbers, perhaps we can get the rebels to help. Only a few jumps, that's the other side of this map. see what we can do. Yeah, it seems weird to get a stealth, an evasion boost when enemies can't fire at you. But obviously it's because, yeah, that was predictably a pirate attack. I was kind of curious if anything else would happen there, but it didn't. Yeah, I guess if there's already a shot coming at you, you probably time its activation for when the enemy's just fired, right? You know, I think FedEx, you're better off... On this ship, I think you're better off on shields than on gunnery. We don't have a lot of guns, after all. Simple message claiming to have equipment available for sale. What are you selling? Drone system upgrade? Anti-ship fire drone? Or just some drone parts? I do like the idea of buying an anti-fire ship drone. We'll have to upgrade our drones for it, but... 3 energy, okay, so we can potentially deploy this alongside our combat, instead of our combat drone. Not immediately that useful, but something we can work towards. A rebel ship. Surrender! Trying to escape? Well, we're probably gonna do very little about that. Unless our drone feels like being uncharacteristically obliging and shooting them in the right spot. The helm or the... well, I'll be. Transporting weaponry, but nothing survived. Board the station and look for survivors. Just scrap. Rebel rigger. Oh. Okay, both of our drones have been destroyed. I don't think that means... I think that means we can do nothing to them. I don't think we can... I don't think it's possible for us to win this fight. We're just gonna have to jump out of here if we can. Okay, the fire's out. The engine's online, please. Beat with my fire drone, then use my other drone. Yeah, I suppose if I scramble them quickly enough, but... okay. I don't think it matters, we're dead in the water. The combat drone is frying us. Get the medibay running. Wow, he just devoured us. Decent C7 it is. I'm not playing well today, my brain is half asleep. I kind of want retro piloting. Phoenix can be on guns. All power to weapons. They send a guy to board us while they're preparing to escape. That is a bold move. What can I say? This guy is apparently a hero. He knows his friends have no intention of collecting him. He knew that when he accepted this mission. Yeah, man, I need some coffee or something. Got woken up unexpectedly early today, and why do you keep dodging around when I tell you to return position? Apparently more wiped than I thought. Been making bad decisions all day, and now I'm suddenly finding myself practically falling asleep at the computer. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good deal. I don't have any use for drone parts anyway. You guys can take down the drone, please. That'd be super. All they're better than that is ion damage, is ion power. Why? Oh, for fuck's sake, I thought I put you on automatic. There we go. Half the ship is obviously on fire. Oh, and I can't open the doors to vent because... we've got door controls down. There's no oxygen in the door room. Oh good, there's air in the door room again. Let's close all those doors, and then let's get you all you guys into the med bay. No, wait, get back out there! Okay, say there's no oxygen in the med bay. I'll be sure without sensors, but it seems of intruders on the ship. Alright, make its way to medbay, everybody. We'll hold out there. And we're just going to open every door other than medbay to the outside, I think. One of you grab the door controls, so they're all locked down. I don't know where they all are, mind. Oh crap. Okay, good things is apparently oxygen tanks on board in the medbay, where people can recover from their oxygen starvation. So, good news, the medbay is healing people who are taking oxygen damage. The bad news is the O2 room is down. So there is no oxygen available. Okay, oxygen's back on. And it's powered. All we can do is run for the medbay, you two. Get in there, get in there! Oh. Phoenix, why? Having one of those days. This is not a good series of runs. Is that a fire drone? No, it's a regular combat drone, okay. ZX, do everything. Come on, take down. There we... No. He's gonna get out of here. Unless the missile connects. Nope. At least we were in a nebula when they doubled their fleet pursuit. A trap. Zoltan pirates. No surrender. You are faking a distress beacon, that's unacceptable. A weapon I don't recognize is always a bad sign. We'll prioritize their drones and their weapons. Okay, whatever the weapon was, it's down. Shields are failing. Okay, we've lost camera now. Shields are no longer on fire. Close all doors. You two get shields online this second. No, you stay there and work on evasion. So we might survive long enough to get shields online, which is more important. Here's a better idea. Let's just fire everything at the. Nope, missed their drones with everything. Wonderful. If you could dodge something. Thank you. Fix the Artemis. One fuel for 5 missiles? That is a bargain. Too bad I'm not going to live long to take true advantage of it. A sensor station. Nope, we're going to go around that. Never surrender our crew to slavers, even if it's just the 2 of us left. Slave ship is destroyed. They won't continue their evil trade, but many lives were probably lost on that ship. What do you want from me? I couldn't capture it. They didn't offer to surrender. Missiles for 3 drone parts. No thanks. I mean that's a bargain, but I nonetheless can't afford it. Uncharted Nebula. We don't know what's inside, we'll try and get to it then. Oh, they've got a missile launcher, that might insta-kill us. Man, I look forward all week to FTL and then I play it in a day when my brain is just not working. Sorry about that, guys. There's no successes today. Having trouble getting out of the first area. Oh, my head. Alright, so that's gonna be that for now then. Next FTL will be next Wednesday afternoon. Tomorrow will be Skyrim, but I'll be back in 2.5 hours when we'll be doing when this will be Minecraft Monday. The 3 of us teaming up to play some games together. It's always a good time. So hopefully I'll see you guys then. Thanks for being here, everybody.